So query snapshots hold on to a number of query document snapshots, which inherit from document snapshot. That's a mouthful. Let's talk about document snapshots before we go in there as well. They have an ID. That is the individual ID of that document, whether or not it exists. Because you could theoretically go to a document ID that does not exist in the database and query for it. It'll be empty. That might be useful for making a new document. So for like when we create new posts, we're going to be like, hey, just assign me a new ID, whatever. Just generate one for me. But when we start storing user profiles later, like we have a user ID, right? We already know the ID that we want to use, right? So we might check in that point to see, like, hey, do I already have a profile for this user that just logged in? If so, I don't need to make one, right? But if there's not one in there, then I want to make one. So we'll use exists at one point today too. Metadata and ref. Remember we talked about before, ref is the reference to that spot in the database. This is the data. We're looking for the location in the database if we needed to go back and find that. We'll also be using that towards the end of this workshop as well. The methods are a little bit more important in this case. Data will get you back all of the fields on the object. .get will get you back a single field on the object. So if you say .get first name, you will get the first name property on that object should it exist. And is equal is useful for comparisons. All right, so that was our taking our vegetables with query snapshots and document snapshots. Let's go ahead and play with this a little bit.